Have you ever meditated consistently, but your life never actually changed? You felt calmer for 10 minutes, you breathed deeper, you felt centered, and your mind slowed. But later that day, your old self showed up again. You snapped in the conversation, you delayed the hard tasks, you still procrastinated, and underneath it all, you still felt insecure. So either meditation doesn't work, or you're using it wrong. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 things that are actually ruining your meditation and how to actually use meditation to rewire your identity instead of just relaxing for a few minutes. Reason number 1, you think meditation is about staying in the flow for 20 minutes. Most people think meditation success looks like this: no thoughts, no distractions, and perfect presence for 10 to 20 minutes or however long you meditate for. And the moment their mind drifts, they think they failed. But drifting isn't failure. Missing the return is. When you sit down and you meditate and your mind wanders to that text, that emotion, that feeling, that memory, whatever it may be, allow those thoughts to come in, but then let them pass and return to the moment. That's the rep. Noticing, returning, and repeating. That's the training, because the exact same rep is what you need in your real life. When someone criticizes you and you feel angry, can you notice it? When you start spiraling into insecurity, can you catch it? When you open your phone to scroll instead of doing the work, can you interrupt it? Meditation is not about staying perfectly conscious. It's about reducing the amount of time you live unconsciously. If you can catch your breath drifting during meditation, then you can catch your emotions drifting during real life. Meditation trains recovery speed, and life is where you apply it. The second reason people fail when they meditate is they get up as the exact same person that sat down. This is where most people completely miss the point. They meditate, they shut their eyes, they feel mindful, they get up, and they go right back to being the same person that sat down. Immediately check their phone. They scroll, they react, they rush. If you sit down insecure and stand up insecure, then what actually changed? Meditation is not a break from identity. It's a rehearsal space for a new one. When you finish meditating, you should know who you are being today, what standard you're holding, and what behavior proves it. For example, if you're building confidence, what does confidence actually do today? Does it send the email? Does it make the call? Does it speak clearly in the meeting? Rewiring requires proof. Meditation, identity, action, proof. That loop builds belief, and belief aligns emotion, and emotion wires the subconscious. Without action, meditation becomes passive self-awareness. You observe your patterns, but you never change them. Reason number 3 why your meditations are not working, and this can often be the most difficult. You sit there thinking, I'm confident, I'm abundant, I'm disciplined, but internally you feel behind, you're not ready, and I don't deserve this. And here's the hard truth. The subconscious doesn't rewire with language. It rewires with emotion. If your thoughts and feelings don't match, then emotion wins every time. And the reason it's hard to feel the new identity is because you have years of evidence supporting the old one. Years of reacting a certain way, years of proving doubt, years of reinforcing hesitation. So the new thought feels fake. And you don't change that by repeating affirmations harder. You change it by building evidence. Small, measurable, daily proof. You want to feel confident? Have the uncomfortable conversation. You want to feel disciplined? Keep the promise you made to yourself. You want to feel abundant? Act generously. Take the bold move. Invest in growth. Emotion follows evidence, not imagination alone. Meditation helps you see the gap. Action closes it. Now here's how to actually use meditation to change your life. First, understand that meditating is for awareness. Train the return, notice the drift, and bring it back. Second, before you stand up, define the identity. Who are you stepping into today? Not someday, but today. Third, choose 2 measurable actions that prove you deserve this desired outcome. You need to execute the first one immediately. If your plan is to get into shape, then write out a workout plan for today, right now. The second action can be a bigger one that you take on later in the day, but it must still happen today, like going to the gym or going for a run. Not tomorrow, not when you feel like it. When you follow up a decision to change with immediate action, that's when you start becoming the person that deserves those desired outcomes. Fourth, throughout the day, catch emotional drift. When insecurity rises, correct posture. When avoidance creeps in, take micro action. When negative self-talk starts, interrupt it. This is where the real rewiring happens. Not on the cushion, but in the moments that used to control you. Meditation is not meant to make you feel peaceful forever. It's supposed to make you feel powerful in moments that used to own you. When you stand up for meditation, you need to think, feel, and act differently than the person that sat down. Meditation does not change your life. Integrated identity does.